Hello everybody, welcome back to the Border Corner. Apologies, I haven't put up too many videos the last week, 10 days. I've been really struggling with my back pain again, so I haven't been able to be out with the birds as much as I would ideally like to be, so apologies for that. I'm a bit behind where I wanted to be. By now, I know it's only 1st of March, but I like to have all the cages done and prepped, ready for the hens to go into, but I'm not quite there yet. So you can see here, this is my main bank of 18 cages. On the top there, 7 to 12, they're all done and ready. 22 to 27 in the middle, they're all done. But then on the bottom row, 37 to 42, I've only got 41 and 42 done, so I've got another 4 to go. So it's only putting the bedding in, perches, sorting the nests out and so on. So it's not really an immense amount to do. But I do like to have it all done by now. So what I've done this year, slightly different. I've actually got 6 cocks in 6 main cocks in the bird room. I've got a 7th, which I'll show you in a second. And my main birds are these 2 birds in cage 5 and 6 and 2021, those 2 double breeders. So that's the clear yellow cock. He made a big difference when he came in this year. And then the 3 parts dark cock that did some winning for me on the bench last year. Those 2 birds I'm expecting a lot of this year. That's where I'm really hoping that I can carry on developing them the way that we have done up till now. So the hens aren't far away. If we have a quick look at the aviary, you won't see it all the time, but a lot of the hens now are picking up continually. They're hiding away, picking up pieces of, I've put a few little bits and pieces of jute in for them just to see what they did with it, and they've been carrying that around. But the main thing is ripping up their bedding. So I'm pleased to say that they're all, they're in the right place. So tomorrow or Monday, depending on how I feel, I will get them all into their cages. So what I'm going to do is, even though at the moment they're all paired singly, what I will do is with my best hens, the ones that I'm expecting the most from, they'll have a double breeder. So I think there's going to be 3, maybe 4 double breeders. So that might be most of the top and one of the bottom, one of the middle, and then the rest of them are going to be single. But what I'll do with the singles is I'll leave them together, like I'll still leave a double and put 2 hens in there, and then as soon as one of them shows any signs that she's starting to want to go down and starts picking up a lot more, then I'll slot the divider in and single her off. So what I've got here is a variegated bird. This is the cockbird variegated buff. Sorry, I've just realised how many times I say I do apologise about that. That's pretty rubbish, isn't it? I'll do my best to try and stop doing that. So this is the cockbird. Now I'm still not 100% sure that it is the cockbird. I've actually seen him picking up carrion, but he sings so well when he sings, so I'm assuming he's got to be a cockbird, but you never can tell, can you? So tell me what you think looking at him. Do you think he's a cockbird? If he is, he's just a cockbird that likes picking up. So, and then the other bird that you're all pretty familiar with is the variegated white buff. So these 2, I've had him in with her for quite a while, so that I can mitigate any possible chance of see, I said again. So I can mitigate any possible chance of him being shocked when a white bird arrives in the cage. So far so good. There's been no evidence of any fighting or anything, but I just keep my eye on them. They've been together now for about a week, 10 days. So it won't be long before they get paired off now and set up together. So they're in a big triple breed at the moment. So I'll cut that down to just a single, to 2 double breeders. And then as soon as she starts showing any signs of nesting, then what I'll do then is I'll drop them down to a single double breeder. So the other thing I'm going to try with these guys this year is an external nest pan. Okay, so this is the external nest box that I'm going to try using this year. I'm just putting it on the Cox cage here, so but it just clips on the front like that, and then you've got your nest pan. What I'll do is I'll stick some felt in here, some nest felt in here, and I'll use the carbolic soap to stick it in. That just drops inside, and then you've got a door which drops down on the top. You have got this little this thing on the top here that you can put eggs in, but I'm not sure if I'll do that or not yet. So easy to check on your hand to see how she's getting on. I've not used one of these before. I know that a lot of folks do use them, particularly with these wire cages. I think that they're quite popular. I usually use the more familiar terracotta nest pan on with the steel ring. So what I've done here, what I'll do is I've only got one on here just to show you, but I'll cover all of these cages. They'll all have nest pans on for the youngsters, just so it's not a shock to their system when I put a nest pan inside. They'll actually be used to it because they'll have seen it hanging outside. So yeah, so we'll give that external nest pan a try for those girls this year. It's I'm going to use them on the red factors that I've got as well. I've got red factors or mosaics. I'm not quite sure what they are, to be honest. So I've got 2 pairs of these that I'm going to use to help feeding this year. So they'll have the external nest pan going on those as well. So it's just make it a lot easier. I found it very difficult last year trying to get the terracotta pot, the terracotta nest pan, sorry, into the cage because it's actually bigger than the door. So I was having to disconnect the wire cages, slide one out, hoping the bird doesn't make a run for it, slot the nest pan in, and then drop the nest pan, get the cages back level again, then open the internal door and then try and maneuver the nest pan around until I got it where I wanted. It was just a real faff, a real pain. So I'll try it this year. I might actually still put a terracotta nest pan in for just in case, just to see what she wants, and then she can choose. I'll keep my fingers crossed that she goes for the external one because it will make it a heck of a lot easier. So then the other thing to mention is about cuttlefish. This is such a good source of calcium for the birds. So they've had calcium available all year. I've got some up on the aviary cage over here. So they've had access to it all year, but they will get this, a piece of this will be put on the cage front of every hen as well, so that they've got plenty of chance to get calcium. All birds get grit. This is fine oyster shell grit that I use. I know there's some debate about the fact that do canaries actually need grit to crunch up their seed. I know some people that don't give they don't give grit to their canaries, and others that do. I give it to them, and if what I've found is if I haven't put some in for some time, if I've forgotten or whatever, when I do actually go and put some grit in, nearly all of the birds immediately dive on it. So if it goes into the aviary where the hens are, if I've taken it out to clean them out and I didn't put it in for a day or two, and then I go back and stick it in, they go mad for it. So I'm sure it must have a difference. It must do something. So they'll all get the crushed oyster shell grit, and then also what I've been doing for the last sort of, I don't know, month, 6 weeks, every time I come into every time we have eggs, sorry, at home, I save the eggshells, and then I crush the eggshells up, and this is normal domestic eggshell. If I have poached egg, or when I'm mixing up the food for the birds when they get boiled egg in their food, I use the the egg from that all gets crushed up, and that'll all be given to the hens as well. So I've got 3 different ways of giving them calcium. So it's such an important thing that we make sure that we give our birds. So as you can see behind me, I don't know if it's coming out on camera, I'll put another clip in here. I'll put the bullfinches out into their aviary. So they went in there here this morning. They're very flighty. I guess they're going to be because it's all new to them still. So I'm staying away from them for the most part. But I just wanted to give you a quick look to say, here's the bullfinches in their outside aviary. Here's a quick shot of me actually putting them in. You can see I've opened the cage door here. I was expecting them to be quite a while before they actually came out of the cage and into the aviary, but it was literally within seconds the cockbird was out, and then he was followed just a second or two later by the hen. So they've been finding their way around gradually, and I was quite keen to see them eat and drink, and they were doing that within an hour or so of being in the aviary. They'd found the feeding station, which is in the box at the back, where I've put grit and their feed in there. So yes, I'm just going to leave them alone really for the next few days, and then just let them settle down. So there's the bullies. So that wraps it up for now. Next step is hopefully tomorrow or Monday, depending on how I feel. I say tomorrow, it'll be Sunday by the time you're looking at this. Maybe Sunday or early next week, I'll hopefully get the rest of the cages finished, and then I'll be moving the hens in. So on the next video, should be able to have a look at the hens in their new home. So that's it for now. As ever, thanks for watching. Keep on liking if you guys like my videos. The way the algorithms work in YouTube, it bumps them up a little bit, so they get seen a little bit more. So please, if you watch the videos, give us a like. I know there's I get hundreds of people that watch the videos, but quite often the likes are only in a single figure. So do us a favour and give us some likes. That'd be great. Keep on subscribing. It's great as well. I'm up to 1,049, I think it is. So it's ticking over. It's going up gradually. So yeah, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to do, and it'll help me out with the way as I say, with the way YouTube algorithm works. So for now, keep on birding, and I'll see you in the next one.